Right folks, what I've got, jar, put some cold water in it, 3D glitter glue, now it's gel. Now I haven't used this for a while, so it's kind of like a bit clumpy. I'm also going to add some faux art medium in it. Right, it needs a good shake. It's not been used for a very long time. And I'm only going to put a little bit in, just a bit of medium. I mean, I could be doing an experiment and it go whoosh. Got a clue. But I am adding PVA glue. I've put quite a bit in. Probably about half and half. So of an inch, probably an inch at the moment. Now, I also need to do this. And you're going to say, what the blazes is she up to? But, so it's glitter glue, PVA glue, a little bit of medium, water, and some wool fibre, which will break up when it's in the mixture, I hope. Right, we'll double it first. Yeah. And cutting silly little ones like that. Fifi, what were you thinking of? Well, you weren't thinking. That's the whole point, mate. I wasn't thinking. Why would I want to be doing individual ones when I can be doing it in bulk? Because I'm always silly sometimes. See? Just do it that way. And keep going. Or you can do it like that. I'm not sure exactly how much I'm going to need. Well, a lot better, isn't it? Now I'm going to shove that in there. Put it all in. And I just have to mix and mix and mix until it's the consistency I need. It's got to mix in properly with the gel. Take that, you rat. See, we've just got to keep mixing it. See, like that. Now, I love doing this sort of thing when I'm with the you-know-who little uns, because it's great fun just to play. Poke that in. We might need to do another one, but for now, we'll just see how we go. It may not even turn out anything like we want. Now, what I've got here is some glitter. And this is the Deco Art Glamour Dust. And when I get this mixed in, although it's got some in the gel, I also want to add some more in here. Sprinkle some in. And it is very fine glitter. Oh, let me have a drink. Cup of char. Oh, I needed that. So, what we're going to do is just mix this in. You should start to see some of the glitter. But do you see that? Look. You might only see it once it's dried. Oh, sorry, that wrong one. See, I can see clumps of it there, but I don't want to see clumps. But we'll mix it in and keep mixing it until it's done. I'll be back. Right, as far as I know, I've got it all mixed in now. Now what I'm going to do is to coat one of these. That's not quite square square. That will do. So I'm just taking it. Now I'm not bothered if it goes over the edge at all, because you can cut that off. So I'm going to add a little bit more in. Sorry if you're not seeing it. This side's a little bit thin. And to be honest, you don't need to keep it neat and tidy. It's a shabby one. So remember what we've used. PVA glue. I use tacky glue. Water, so it's half and half. I've used some 3D glitter gel. But didn't really need to use that because I did find my glamour dust. Now this may take a couple of days. So I am going to leave it to dry. I'm going to use it all up on here actually, but it will dry. In fact, that'll dry really nice. And it'll just look like a nice shabby frame. Oops. Probably made a little bit more than I need, but hey. It should dry nice and clear and leave the pink showing with the glitter. It should do a lot of things, but it might not. Well, we'll see when it's done. But it's a great way of doing something different. Now, let me just see if I can use that anywhere else. Oh God, Shabby Chic frame or what? That's going to look fab. Really fab. Thrilled. Oh, I might as well put the last bit on somewhere, hadn't I? No need to waste your jar either. You can wash it out and use it somewhere else. Use it again. That is fabulous. Love it. Look, I've done all of it. Right, I've got another one. This one that I'm going to do, which is the heart one. So I've mixed another batch, and the reason why I've done it is because I actually like it. I mean, I've done this before many years ago, but with this one, I haven't done it in like a shabby pink and that. So I'm just going to, I mean, it may not stick, but we shall see. going to try and get it to stick. I would imagine it'll stick to it anyway, so. There, so that's what I've got to work with. Right, let's turn this around if I can. It's mainly on there. Oops, a daisy. Yeah, so like I say, I actually love it. It might just come off altogether and just lay on its own, you know, without having the wood the chipboard underneath. I could just take it off, I would. I mean, I might be able to, I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going to make sure that I've got enough all the way around. It's really quick and easy to do. It's fun. Right, I'm just going to move this about. Basically all I'm doing is just moving it around until it fills the area that I need it to fill. And then we just have to let it dry. Like that. That's... I'm just going to look at it from above, make sure I've got it. I'm going to nick a bit off of there and put it over there and then move this about. It's a little bit thick. Move that a little bit. That's quite nice. See, like that. That's it. That's all I'm going to do with that. And let that dry. And we'll come back and see what we can make with it. Love it. Absolutely. Spread that out a little bit more. Well, I hope that's helpful anyway. Just experiment with other things. Right, I did say I was going to come back and show you what I would do with this. Now, I've got a little finger dobber and I've got some white acrylic paint. The one I'm using is the Winsor & Newton acrylic. So I'm just daubing it around the edge where the grey is. Like that. There. Now, I know it's got glitter on it, like I said before, but I'm just going to go over bits over the top of it with white. to shabby up a little bit. It's quite Christmassy, if you know what I mean, in a weird sort of way. Yeah, it is. It's quite Christmassy. Now, what I'm going to do with a paintbrush, once it's all on and finished, I'm going to be using a little paintbrush just to go around it. On the, you know, wherever there's a bit showing. It's really awkward at the moment to do that. In fact, I don't think I can do it like that. I might be able to do it that way. I might be able to do it this way, actually. See, like that. Do it that way. Yeah, I think that'll do that way. Ugh, I'm going to get covered. I might just go over it, like I say, with a bit of a paintbrush to finish it off. Just trying to get in the nooks and crannies. But hey, it is doing what I wanted it to do. I'm just going to highlight a little bit more. I was thrilled when I did this, you know, because I haven't done this since I was a lot younger, put it that way, when I did things with the kids. And I once did a bathroom. Well, it was a downstairs toilet in a house we lived in Skelmersdale, and we had like a small downstairs toilet, and I mixed. It were brown and beige. I just cut it like this, but when you put it in wallpaper paste and then really mix it and keep mixing it, the fibres come apart. And when you put it on, it made a texture on the wall. So then instead of papering it or painting it, we just did it with this. And it looked fab. And it looked right, you know. Bet no one's got one like me. I was just thrilled with what I'd done, and I enjoyed it. And it looked, you know, great. Wallpaper paste and fibre. You should try it. It's a really nice texture. And you get the colour you want. Right, that's that. Now I'm going to have to just sit that upside down somewhere so it doesn't dry. No, come on, sit upside down, mate. Don't just do that. I'm going to leave that to dry on its own, so I'm going to put that to one side to dry. I'll put it on there, that'll do. And I'm going to use this board. It's it was should I say, just what I used to have some laces on. Now, what do I want to do with it? No idea. I'll have a drink. I've got one of these ready as well. I'm going to come back and do one of those. I cut myself a template. Do that, and I've just got to. I'm going to cut that out so then I can eventually put it on there and make that. I make them into frames, stand-up frames, and they look great. So I'm going to do that next. Now, let me find what I'm going to put on here. So I've got some chiffon, which I'm just going to add here, put at the side of me. But I've got some of this as well. Not fussed about anything else, that's put it on, that's exactly what I'm after. Right, so now what do I want to do with it? Well, what are you asking me for? Now, let me just see. I do have... We're going to put this on. This probably will have dried by now. And then I'm going to build out from there. So I'm going to do it squarish, I think. Yeah, let me just see. I think my picture's a little bit too wide. Oh, she's beautiful, isn't she? Let me just see if I can pull that over a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to take a little bit more off this side. Let's just turn this upside down. And I need that, and that is the middle, so it has to go there. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Oops. Be careful, you can stretch it. Yes, that's beautiful. So I'm going to put that on there. Like that. Oops, don't do it, mate. That's it, I think. I'm going to do that. Right, sorry, I've got to get this straight. That's not quite, that's it. Move it up a bit, like that. That's it. Oh, that's pretty. Right, now what I need is some really nice lace. I'm going to do it pink and cream, but I'm not sure which pink and cream at the moment. Right, so I'm going to do the pink on the base. Yes. Sorry, I have to get it organised. So I'm going to have that on first, and it will just sit under the ledge. And then I want that underneath. I need to work out how far I need to... I could have put it on the frame first, but I didn't want to do that because I'm not sure if I'm going to do it this particular way. I can alter it if I don't like it, of course. You know, I might just do it that way. Across like that, because I do like that. Yes. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'll tell you why, because I've got some I've thought about. And so, I'm going to delve in. So whoever buys this is going to be extremely lucky. So I'm going to delve into my pearl trim. I think, and I'm going to put my light on as well if I can, I have a really pretty trim. Look at that. Because I have this, which I love. See? Oh, beautiful. And I only need that much, don't I? So I'm going to tuck that bit in to protect it. And I need to cut that there. And tuck that piece in to protect that. Oh yes, that looks gorgeous, doesn't it? But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you a treat. So I also have this one to go on top. Now, let me take the pearls off this section. Where did they go? Well, I'm going to glue this in to protect it. And I'm going to glue that section in. Just, it stops it from fraying and whatnot, and stops the beads from falling. Let me just put that back down. And already looks like it's got a braid. Now, right, oops, get that off there, go there. Oh, oh, that's pretty. And then what I'm going to do is just to hold that in there. Hold that in there. And do that. Do the same with this one. There's a little tiny bead. Right, I think the only thing that's left, I'm just going to remove my pearl string. Is to put a little bit of pearl at the top, and I've got this daisy trim, which I'm going to do from there. Like that, and just cut that off like that one. So now what I'm going to do is to add this pearl trim I need to do the braid first, sorry. Here's the braid. Here we are. I've got this. Do you remember what I made? Pink. On cream, it'll look really nice. Let me just see. Oh, I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that. That's beautiful. I'm just going to put a hanger on the back and I'm going to use the braid. I'm going to do that. I don't want it to hang too much. Like that. I'm going to put a cover on it, of course. Oops, I've just brought the beads off. Look there. I knew there was one dropping somewhere. Right, okay. Put the beads in there. I'll pick them up later. See, that's what you've got to be careful of. So what I'm going to do with this, I thought I glued it in, but I obviously have not. Now it won't happen again. And then I can cover the back. And it's not lost any, really. That's gorgeous. Wow. I'm chuffed to death with this. I really am. So I've got a little bit of a pearl thing that I'm going to do on the inside of the frame. That's gorgeous. See, I don't think a lot of people realise the amount of materials you can use on one project, and they, you know, it's expensive is crafting. It's not cheap at all. So when they're handmade, and especially when I mean, I don't make bad quality things. I do make pretty good quality items. And when they're handmade, it sometimes can cost you a little bit extra, because there's a lot of materials gone into it. I mean, the pearl trim isn't cheap. This dangle trim, I mean. And neither is the bling trim. It's quite expensive, is that stuff. And I try to keep my prices really, really low. But with the products, that I use for mine, I try and use the best of the best. In fact, I do use the best of the best. I'm sorry, I do. But I'm just saying about when I put an item up for sale. I mean, I had a lady not long ago, and bless her, I do understand where she's coming from, but she said, Fee, I can't afford what you're asking. I said, well, I know, it's really... I said, if I was somebody else, a different crafter, they'd be charging a hell of a lot more than me. I said, so, you know, I can't really do anything about it. I really can't. I do make different priced things, projects, so people can go ahead and it's hard to explain. I try and do it so that every purse string can buy something, and that's the only thing I can do. I can't do any more than that. So I'm really sorry if some people can't afford things, but I'm always making and selling things that people can. I mean, when somebody says, oh, I can't do this, and then they go, oh, but I could afford that, so I bought it. And I say, well, that's fantastic, because I appreciate any sale. It's hard for crafters. You can't, there's nowhere or no way you can ever, ever, ever get your money back on what you make. You can't, and your time, and your effort, and the quality, you just can't. It doesn't work like that. I mean, obviously, some sellers who sell for big prices, they've got like loyal subbies that will buy anything they make. Well, that's good for them, but it doesn't work for everybody, if you know what I mean. You know, I have subbies that can spend a fortune. I've got subbies that can't, and I try and cater for them all. But you know, I get complaint that I've charged for 6 videos. or complaints. I've done, what is it? I have actually done over 5,000, but I've took a load off and I've gone ahead and redone a load. But they've complained that they're not paying $5 to watch a video. And, but that $5 enables me, not the shop stuff, me to buy my own personal things that's gone in that kit. You know, like the kit I've just shown. And to be able to craft with the stuff I buy for me, because I do spend a little bit extra on some of the stuff I buy myself, and then I sell it at a reasonable price. It's really weird. I do try my best, and that's all I can do. I try and keep my prices really low. I am sorry, and I can't... I think what some people miss is the fact that I gave up my day job for this, to be able to teach online and to get as many videos and craft things out to you lot as possible. I started the shop not to make money. I started the shop to be able to buy things because I found crafting expensive, and I thought, well, if I'm finding it expensive, then so is a lot of other people. So I started the selling laces to help other people be able to afford to craft, and it's grown from there. But it's still, I don't run it like one of the high street shops would run theirs. I still try and get out as much as possible free of charge, and I do a lot of giveaways. I put an awful lot into my work, and it does, it knocks your confidence sometimes. I mean, not often for me, because I'm hard as and I don't mean that literally, I'm hard as nails. I'm just saying, it's like water off a duck's back to me. I can't be bothered. If you don't like it, plod on. But it's just, sometimes I think, is it fucking worth me doing what I'm doing? You know, to get people constantly bitching. And I do. I get people who are really bad. And then I think, oh, somewhere else. Sorry, but it's just how it is. I don't know why people find it, why they like bitching. I really don't. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Sorry. But some people can't live without having a bitch, can they? And I don't know whether it's because they can't craft themselves, or they're like just pulling other people down. And don't ask me how I got onto this subject, because I don't friggin' know. I'm just saying, it bothered me the other day when the lady said about the crafts, and I'm thinking, I'm doing it as best I can and as cheap as I can. I don't know what else to do. I really don't know what else to do. I'm trying. And I help as much as I possibly can. But I've always done that. So when you come along to the shop, you don't really know until you've done it how much it means to somebody like me who isn't doing it to make a killing. If you understand what I mean. You know, there's some out there that'll just rob you blind. There's some out there that'll just charge what they can because they know they can. And it's not me. I'm just, no. I'm doing this without even thinking about it. I'm just putting it on. Like that. Now, where's my... sorry, I'll just have to get another one. Oh, and Tatty gave me some of them so I can use them. I'm going to use this one, I think. Do you remember this one that I made? and I showed you how to do them. They were so easy, weren't they? I just want a couple of bits here. Now, hang on, because I've got a jar of stuff here. Do I want some pink ones of them? Yep, I've got one here. I just want one of those. Ugh. 2, 3. Let me just put these on and see how we get on.